Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. Has had a good day so far. We're back with the video. No video the last 2 days, I believe. It was either no big slate or no slate at all. So I'm not going to post when there's no games, obviously. But we have a decent sized slate today. It's a 3-game slate. And as always, if I do have any added plays, which I'm not sure if I will, I want to say more likely yes than no, but you never know. They would be in this pinned comment. I delayed it tonight, but more than likely tomorrow when lines are adjusted, more lines are added, and team lineups in general are out. But other than that, I'll just get straight into the plays. My first play is a safe play, and it's Nico Paz to go higher than 1.5 shots at home for Como. Going up against Inter. I was thinking about taking his 2.5 line in general. That's how much I kind of like him to shoot in general. But I'm playing it a little safer here just because I don't want to get hooked on that too. But at 1.5, I really like this line. He's averaged 3.65 shots per 90 so far. He's a versatile player. He's taking 78 with his left, which is his main strong foot. But he's also taking 14 headers and 14 with his right. And he's also really a long shot taker. 54 from outside the box, 52 from inside the box, and he's also their set piece taker. So if they get fouled and get free kicks, he will be the ones taking them. He's also a good dribbler as well, and it's their last game in general for the season. And it's at home. And in general, I feel like this is going to be his last game for Como. He's a good talent. And I would really be surprised if he stays at Como this season. He's a good player that a lot of teams, in my opinion, should pick up. Good young player. He's gone over in 93% of home games. He's only missed it one time at home. He's gone over in 13 out of 14 at home. And he is a shooter. He went over with 3 in the first game. And one of those was a free kick. So he didn't even need that free kick to go over. And now he's at home where he shoots more in general. I just like this line. And Inter will be desperate to win and either will leave defensive gaps when they're trying to attack and score, or 2, if they do lead, Como will hold the ball more because Como like to play possession, which automatically means more shot chances for him to be able to potentially get. And I mentioned he went over with 3 in that first game, and Como as a team only took 8 shots in total. He took almost half of those, so I expect Como in general to take more than 8 shots, and I see him easily getting 2 of those. It's a good line. He plays most, if not the full minute, so I like this. Nico Paz to go higher than 1.5 shots. The next play that I found that I like is McTominay to go higher than 0.5 shots assisted at home for Napoli going up against Cagliari. He's averaged 0.73 per 90, and he goes from averaging 0.5 away up to 0.9 at home. So he pretty much averages that 1 at home. He's gone over in 67% of home games, 10 out of 15, and 3 out of those 5 misses were against top 10 defenses, Como, Juventus, and Atalanta. So you can call it a good call, but I really don't think it's a good call. I like this line. He's playing Cagliari, who allowed the 7th most shots assisted in general, which is a good matchup there. And they don't play possession of the ball, which means he'll have plenty of opportunities to either shoot, but more than likely he's a player that likes to either play long balls over the top to his teammates or just lay it off and they can just shoot the ball from there. So I expect at least one of those to happen, and Napoli and McTominay both need to be aggressive because they need this win to guarantee and win the league. So I expect them to be aggressive, shoot a lot. He's going to pass the ball as well. He plays full minutes, especially in these very important games. He's a tank, and I just like the line at home. So I like McTominay to go higher than 0.5 shots assisted. My last player prop that I found that I like is Cucho Hernandez to go higher than 2.5 shots at home for Betis going up against Valencia. First of all, this line kind of popped at me, mainly because 1, it's at home, and 2, I remember him from not that long ago. He just joined Betis in the second half of the season, but he used to play for Columbus Crew in the MLS, and there he averaged 5.75 shots per 90 before he left, and the season before that, he was averaging 6.34 shots per 90, so he is a shooter, and he will take those shots, and that's one of the main reasons why this line popped out at me. He's still been averaging 3.39 shots per 90 in the league, which is still over. We need he averages those 3, which is what we need, but I also like the fact that he's still been shooting despite having to adjust and join a much more different league mid-season. And at 2.5, I just like this line. He's a long shot taker without even counting the MLS, just the ones for Betis. He's taking 33 from inside the box, 8 from outside the box, and he is versatile as well. 25 with his right, 9 headers, and 7 with his left. And he's gone over in 71% of home games for Betis so far. He's gone over in 5 out of 7. And he's also a good dribbler, and he's a fast player, which is good because Valencia is weak at defending through ball, so he can catch them off guard, make those runs, and get those shots as well. But Valencia's a slightly below average defense, so it's a good matchup there as well. And he's also not registered to play in the conference league, so he doesn't travel with them. And because it is their last game in general in the league, I expect them to play full minutes, and they don't need to worry about resting him because again, he doesn't have to travel with the team. At least play with them for the Fiorentina game. So I expect most, if not full minutes for him, and I like this line at home, final game of the season. So I like Cucho Hernandez to go higher than 2.5 shots. Before I get into the money line play, as always, I would really appreciate it if everybody liked the video and commented as well. It's a good way to support the channel, and it boosts the video out to more people, and it just takes a second. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos are out. And I also let everybody know as well in my Discord, linked as well. It is not a premium, it's just if you want to join it, it's completely free. You can talk about your play, see other people's plays, talk during the games, not just in soccer but other sports. It's just a good community I'm trying to build over there. More than welcome to join in the description. And I mentioned the public because I do have my YouTube membership, which is the only form of premium that I do have, which is one, if you want to support the channel just a little more, and two, this video and all these picks already got released for members. So if you're not a member, those that are already got all these picks in these videos. So again, it's also a good way to support the channel. And all my links for everything, whether it's Outlier, which is the pictures that you see on the screen, and also all my player prop apps and moneyline apps, all linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. I have one money line play. I got this lit for +1 away. And the first play is higher than 1.5 Inter Milan goals going up against Como. First of all, it's a must win for Inter Milan if they want any chance to win the league. The Champions League final is 8 days after this game, so they don't really need to worry about resting players, because it's not like the game is 3 or 4 days away, so they can afford to use all of their players. And Como has scored in 91% of home games, and 17 out of 18 they have scored in every single home game. And I mention this because it's a good chance that they can score, and Inter will need 2 goals regardless for them to win. But I feel like it's more likely for Inter Milan to get 2 goals than Como to score and them needing him, if that makes sense. So that's the reason why I don't want to take the both teams to score. Also because it's slightly more juiced. And Inter also won 2-0 in the first game. In general, they had 62% possession and 17 shots. So they were able to play pretty good against Como in the first game at home. So I can see them doing the same thing here, especially in a must-win game. And Daniga, the center back for Como, is suspended. And because of that suspension, they have actually, Como as a team has conceded 9 goals in 5 games without him. So their defense has been lackluster without him, and that's good for us. Inter have scored 2+ in 59% of away games. And if you look at the games that they went under, most of them were against tough defenses. Bologna, Napoli, Juventus, Milan, Roma, and Como are weak on counters. They foul the 6th most, and they're weak in the air. So if they foul the most and they allow a lot of set pieces, Inter Milan will get those set piece opportunities, which they're strong at attacking. The first game, the goals came from a counter attack and a corner, both Como weaknesses. So I see Inter Milan scoring in this game. They need to. I like higher than 1.5 Inter Milan goals going up against Como. And then the second play that I found to make this plus money is under 3.5 Napoli goals going up against Cagliari. I was honestly looking at the 2.5 line. You can play that by itself if you like it as well. But I'm playing it safer with the 3.5 line. This prop is sitting 97% of league games for them. They've gone under in 36 out of 37 games. They've only gone over in 1 game. And that was actually against Cagliari. But 2 goals and assists came from Kvaratskhelia, and now he's gone to PSG. And without him, they've played 20 games, and they haven't scored 4 in all 20 games. That's a 100% hit rate without him. And Cagliari have only conceded 3+ goals without counting the first Napoli game in 89% of games. That's a 32 out of 36 games that they haven't conceded 4. And they normally don't play possession, but whenever they go down, they actually hold the possession a lot more than what they usually would too. And you can call it a gut call if you want to, but it's a really good hit rate. And Napoli, if anything, have been sort of struggling in attack, and they're more of a team that once they score a goal, they hold the lead and defend instead of going out and scoring the 2nd, 3rd, let alone the 4th. And Lobotka's out, and in 5 games without him as well, Napoli have only scored 1 goal, 2 goals, and then no goals and no goals. So if you do that at average, they average about, 1.5 goals in 5 games without him as well. So in general, Napoli, I do see them winning. 1, that play is heavily juiced, and 2, they are not a team that go out there and score a lot of goals. This prop has a great hit rate, so I like this under 3.5 Napoli goals going up against Cagliari, and that's the slip that I like for +108. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll quickly go over last video's picks. It was a pretty decent day. We had our money line play, which did hit. City came through and Wolves came through, so that play hit for us. And then we hit with added plays. We went 2-2. We had Marmoush over on shots and De Bruyne over on shots. Two Man City players. They both came through. Kept with the safer play to get at least 3 saves. I thought he ended with 3, but he ended with 2, which was really surprising. So he went just under this mark. And then also had Nketiah to take 3 shots as an added play. He scored 2 goals, so that's 2 shots, but he didn't take a third, so that was really surprising as well. We were so close and honestly very unlucky to not get that sweep, but it was still a good day, and hopefully we can carry on that momentum going into today's slate after the 2-day break. As always, like I mentioned, if I do have any edit plays, they will be in the pinned comment. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.